Welcome to the new season. My name is Offer McKinney, and this is the FA Country Final coverage between Arsenal and Manchester City, live from the Principality Stadium, Wales, of course, Cardiff. The first time since 2006 that the opening, the constituency, as they say, will be hosted at this stadium, formerly called the Millennium Stadium. And it is six finals between 2001 2006 when Wembley was being renovated. This season brings new hope. This season starts a new odyssey, as they say. Arsenal have finished their journey, 22-year wait of being crowned Premier League champions. They achieved that under Mikel Arteta. He came in 2021. He won the FA Cup in 2021 in his first season, 2021 or 2020. Well, he will play against a new manager this time. The FA Cup champions, Manchester City, of course, which was the last silverware Pep Guardiola produced for his dear club. They won that final against Chelsea. They won by a goal to nil, thanks to a goal from Antoine Semenyo, who starts this evening. Anyways, the lineups are out, and let's just take you through the lineups there. Just give me a second. Again, welcome to the Mod Sports YouTube channel. My name is Robert Kinde, and this is the new season. Of course, the start of a new season is always opened by the traditional FA Community Shield final. They call it the plates. I mean, you should not insult the integrity of a trophy. Well, anyways, this is the Arsenal lineup because we start in less than 8 minutes. It's a 4-3-3 lineup picked by Mikel Arteta, the Premier League champions. Ryan in goal. He's the Golden Glove winner of last season. Also won Premier League with Arsenal again, of course, last season. And recently, last month, he won. Of course, he didn't play any minutes, but he won the FIFA World Cup 2026. In the defensive four, Calafiori starts and left back. The defensive pairing of Gabriel and Mosquera. There is no Saliba. He's out due to back injury. Ben White starts at right back in the midfield three. Lewis Kelly, the new signing Bruno Guimaraes, and Martin Odegaard, captain, start. On the left, new signing Christos Zode starts. On the right-hand side is Nubi Bukayo Saka. He's on the bench. He sits on the bench, Bukayo Saka. And Kai Havertz starts as a striker. Substitutes include Kepa, Rice, Vivendi, Eze, Saka, Nkapie, Marino, Marcelli, Diamond. And it should include Gyökeres. That is an omission. Pardon us, please. Enzo Maresca makes his first starts in lineup, of course. Gianluigi Donnarumma is in goal. The back four is O'Reilly, who was absolutely tremendous with City last season. The breakout star, you can say. Defensive two, Guardiola and Ruben Diaz. At right back is Kushanov, who can also play as centre back. New signing, the £116 million signing, of course, with the old British Charter record, of course, broken by Chelsea, who signed Michael Rodgers from Aston Villa. He used to be the signing of the season for a few weeks, you can say. And Anderson signed from Nottingham Forest for £160 million. He makes his first start under Maresca. Kovacic alongside him too. The 10 is Phil Foden. On the left, Yeremi Doku. On the right, Antoine Semenyo, who got them this final ticket, of course, after scoring against Chelsea. And then your big Norwegian striker, he's back after a fantastic World Cup campaign with Norway. Erling Haaland starts for the first time this new season. Substitutes include new signing Rui, and then the remaining, you can say, Mark Gehi, Mateus Nunes, Ryan Ignori, Nico Gonzalez, Ryan Cherki. Back in the side, back in the club, back at the club, it's Jack Grealish, who was actually sold to Aston Villa for £100 million. Was then the British transfer record. Well, that has been broken by Enzo Fernandez, by Caicedo, and by Anderson. But Grealish, also by Declan Rice. But Grealish is back in the side today on the bench. Of course, Rico Lewis and Mamouche finished the substitutes. Today is a big day. The FA comes to the final between Arsenal and Manchester City as the players walk out, and you can see the shield in the middle. On the left, it is the Arsenal red and white trophy, the Premier League trophy, 20 2 years it took, well, as they walked past it, 22 years it took for them to achieve that record. Well, they are back, and they're back with a bang. And you can also see City walking past their FA Cup title. For those who just be joining us, we are going to go around the team news once more for you. And so as the players shake, I guess for today, Martin Odegaard, we actually heard rumors about Manchester Skelly leaving and being offered to Chelsea, Manchester United. Well, he starts today. So make what you want of that. Lewis Kelly, Miles Lewis Kelly is still an Arsenal player. The traditional curtain raiser, as they say, of the new season. On the Shorts platform, welcome to the new season. The FA Competition Final 26, Arsenal versus Manchester City. The Premier League champions face the FA Cup champions. City beat Chelsea in the final in May earlier this year, thanks to a goal from Manchester Menu. That's why they're here. And already you can see Erling Haaland there at the center stage. As we wait for the ceremony to begin, let's take you through the Arsenal team news. It's a 4-3-3. Picked by Mikel Arteta this evening. Rising goal, the Golden Glove winner of the Premier League last season, had the most clean sheets, 19 clean sheets, David Raya. The defensive four, Calafiori, Gabriel, Mosquera, and White. The three includes Lewis Kelly, Bruno Guimaraes, new signing, and the captain Martin Odegaard. On the right, Madueke. Of course, on the left, a new signing, Christos Zolis. And your striker is Kai Havertz. Substitutes include Kepa, Rice, Zumendi, Eze, Saka, Nkapie, Merino, Martinelli, Darman, and Gyökeres. Unfortunately, Gyökeres, actually, that's on our end. Gyökeres is actually in the side, but he's a substitute. So now we take the English national anthem. May God save the King. And that is the national anthem, live from the Principality Stadium, Cardiff. The new season has officially began. Arsenal in their new kits in red, white, and blue, instead of blue, and Manchester City in blue and a shade of white. This is the team news Arteta picked today. In goal, David Raya is a 4-3-3 formation picked by Mikel Arteta's side. Of course, which you can say picked himself. Calafiori, Gabriel, Mosquera, White by 4, no Saliba. In the midfield 3, Lewis Kelly, Martin Odegaard, the captain, and then joined by the new signing, Bruno Guimaraes, signed for £75 million from Newcastle United. On the right wing, it is Noni Madueke. The striker today, Kai Havertz, Yoko is on the bench. Unfortunately, that is not in. That's an option from us. Because Christos Zoris is signing the Greek, as they say, starts today in a 4-3-3 formation. Kepa, the backup goalkeeper, Rice back from the World Cup. Mendy, the World Cup winner with Spain. Eze, Saka, and Gabriel Merino, the World Cup winner with Spain too. Martinelli, Jarman, and Gyökeres on the bench. 4 Mikel to the side. For Enzo Maresca, game as the City manager. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation picked by him. Normally is in goal. The back four includes Nico O'Reilly, Radio, Ruben Diaz, and Kushanov. The midfield pivots included breaking the British record, as they say, £116 million. There is Ellen Anderson, who signed from Nottingham Forest for a record-breaking fee. Conversation, of course, starts alongside him. In the 10, it is Phil Foden. On the left-hand side, it is the really cunning winger in Jeremy Doku. On the right-hand side, the player who brought them to this final, the second final, Antoine Semenyo, who scored against Chelsea in May in the FA Cup final, of course, starts today. And your big Norwegian striker, the top goal scorer for 2 or 3 seasons in a row in the Premier League. And, of course, he scored 7 goals at this year's FIFA World Cup. Erling Haaland starts again. And some substitutes include Rui, Gehi, Mateus Nunes, Ain Snorri, Nico Gonzalez, Cherky Lewis, Marmouche, and guess who is back for City? The transfer from City to Aston Villa for then a record-breaking £100 million. He's back at the club. It seems that Maresca rates him. As now we're already 3 minutes in overtime. The final should have started by now. And that will soon begin. What a game we have in store for you. The Odyssey begins. The new season, the 2026/27 season begins. This is the FA Competition final between Arsenal and Manchester City. Sam Barrett is our referee for today's game. And it's a side that has new signing. Both sides have new signings. Of course, it's interesting to see the new signing Zonis for Arsenal, and also in the midfield, Bruno Guimaraes is signing, of course, from Newcastle for £75 million. And for City, then, of course, a few weeks ago, the record-breaking signing £116 million from Nottingham Forest, Elliot Anderson. And I'm a few seconds from kickoff. Declan Rice is on the bench for Arsenal as we begin today's game. Arsenal will kick from left to right, City vice versa, as Madueke and Odegaard stand over there. The new season begins. Arsenal, Coventry, next week Friday, the opening day, the opening nights. But we are live at the Principality Stadium between Arsenal and Manchester City, as Arsenal have a quick start here. It's Calafiori, senior new signing Christian Zolis, his first competitive game as an Arsenal player. Zolis out to the right wing, Noni Madueke. White and Calafiori scores for Arsenal in 23 seconds of the new season. What a start to the game. Arsenal won the Champions League. 25 seconds is all it took for the Premier League champions to lead against the Manchester side, and City opened up. What a time to score his first goal of the season. Calafiori, an instant impact. Look at this, Zolis onto the right-hand side, although the questions remain. Is Noni Madueke on the side? Back to Ben White. Then Lewis Kelly, a brilliant through ball to Ricardo Calafiori. What a start to the new season. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. Parker, he had no chance. Lovely assist from Lewis Kelly. And the thing is, there were rumors about him leaving, being offered to Chelsea or Manchester United. Well, here's the playmaker this afternoon. Arsenal lead 25 seconds into the new season. Arsenal 1, City 0. The fastest goal in the FA Community Shield final in its history. Once again, we have in store 2.5 minutes in already. Arsenal lead. Premier League champions 1, FA Cup champions 0. Ruben Diaz, as now the game can settle down. Arsenal have won the trophy 17 times before, only behind Manchester United, who has won it 21 times. City have played in the final 16 times before today. This is their 17th appearance. They've won it 7 times. Guardiola. We have 9 new Premier League managers. Teta, the longest serving manager as it stands. Will this be the new start of a new dynasty? Yes. Guardiola, City, the attacking formation, 3-2-4-1 formation. As Guardiola, Ruben Diaz, and Kushnerov morph into that back 3 in possession. Semenyo couldn't find Phil Foden. Calafiori. Antoine Semenyo, Erling Haaland. He's back. Haaland, Phil Foden. First City attack here. And Alisson, it's wide across. And it is a goal kick to Arsenal. For those who are just joining us, let's look at the starting lineup again. It's a 4-3-3 lineup picked by Mikel Arteta. Raya is in goal, the World Cup champion. The back 4 includes Ben White, Mosquera, Gabriel. There is no Saliba in the defensive pairing. He's out due to a back injury. And the goal scorer now who scored 25 seconds in, Ricardo Calafiori, starts at left back. The midfield 3 includes Lewis Kelly, who gave the assist, Martin Odegaard, and Bruno Guimaraes starts for the first time. On the left is the new signing Christian Zolis. On the right-hand side, Ronnie Madueke, and your striker today is Kai Havertz. As here is Ronnie Madueke. Odegaard looking for Kai Havertz, away by Guardiola. Nico O'Reilly. Fantastic turn by Doku, who's fouled by Ben White. As now we take the City starting lineup. It's a 4-2-3-1 lineup picked by Samaranska. This is his first game as a City manager. Of course, the first competitive game. Remember, is in goal. The back 4 includes Nico O'Reilly, Josko Gvardiol, Ruben Diaz, and Kushnerov. The midfield pairing of Ellen Anderson, the record-breaking signing from Nottingham Forest for £160 million. He starts today alongside Kovacic. The 10 is Phil Foden. On the left-hand side, Jeremy Doku, Semenyo on the right, and Erling Haaland starts as striker. Here's Calafiori, and the cap here deflected into the grateful hands of Gianluigi Donnarumma. What a start to the new season.
He's very good at that. Standing there, he arrives at the right time, so as the ball comes to him, he's bursting forward.
Gianluigi Donnarumma. He goes long. Haaland. Jeremy Doku against Ben White. Back past Mosquera. Clears it away only as far as Nico O'Reilly. The breakout star last season for City. This is Jeremy Doku of Ben White. A fast start, of course, to the new season. Arsenal led thanks to the goal from Ricardo Calafiori in the first 25 seconds. Assisted by Maz Lewis Kelly. Again, Arsenal 1, City 0 after 6.5 minutes. And they give it away, City. This is an Arsenal counter attack once more. It is Odegaard on the right hand side. Donny Madueke. Oh, he just couldn't find the pass there. Gives it away to Phil Foden, who has Haaland in front of him. Doku beside him. He finds Doku on the left hand side against Ben White. Doku falls back and gave it away to Odegaard. It's a bright start for today's game here. Carlos Tavares says hi to Young Soul. How are you too? Arsenal 1, City 0. It's an intriguing start to the game. Here's Antoine Semenyo, turns away from the pressure. Semenyo finds Phil Foden. Doku to his side. Doku. Can this game have some tempo, have some rhythm? It is really needed, especially for City. I wonder for Enzo Maresca, at Chelsea, we saw him give a controlled approach, but he can also prove to be direct, because in the Club World Cup final in 2025, when they beat Paris Saint-Germain, then of course still the champions of the Champions League, the holders of the Champions League back to back, against Luis Enrique's side, he opted for a more direct approach. So it's interesting to see how City would approach their new season.
Big season.
Yes.
Very disappointed last year.
Pushing off. Back to Gianluigi Donnarumma. Again, Riccardo Calafiori, the goal scorer, the first minute assisted by Maz Lewis Kelly. A touch of Ben White for City throw. Jack Grealish is back at the club for City. Of course, few seasons ago, it was sold to Aston Villa for record British signing, as they say, £100 million. Then when it's back at the club, I think it's favoured by Enzo Maresca. He was on loan at Everton. It's back. It's his dear club. Jeremy Doku. Fantastic ball by Kovacic to the right hand side to Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo away from the goal scorer Calafiori. Semenyo though back to Anderson. Crossing away by Bruno Guimaraes. The new signing is Vardiol for City. First real chance we've seen for City to really pin Arsenal in. Vardiol. And this will go all the way out for an Arsenal goal kick.
Well, there's a sense that City do need a bit of waking up here.
What's the start of the game? Again, Riccardo Calafiori, first minute, 25 seconds in, assisted by Maz Lewis Kelly, gave Arsenal the lead in the Shield final.
Champions League final.
Anderson. Rodri is also out due to back injury. Returned on Friday after his back surgery, and rumours are around that he might go to Barcelona or maybe even Real Madrid. See how that will fare. Of course, the window closes on September the 1st.
Sent to the ground, but now sweeping here for Semenyo.
Semenyo. If you haven't already, if you enjoy the live stream, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. This is your home of the new season, 2026/2027 Premier League season. Of course, kicks off today, the curtain raiser. And of course, on Friday, we're also going to go live for the opening day, which is between Arsenal and Coventry, the Premier League champions versus the Championship champions. Again, Arsenal vs Coventry, live on the 21st of August 2026. We're going to go live from around 7:20 UK time, PM. I'm going to open it here. Odegaard.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Fury popping up in that attack.
No Saliba, of course. Key lost that. Or Pesquera kind of slots in for him as he does this afternoon. Clean tackle. Foden couldn't get it. Lewis Kelly. Bruno Guimaraes. Stretching to see how he's there. Guimaraes out wide to Oli Madueke. Arsenal dangerous. Madueke in and off. Josko Gvardiol. An Arsenal corner. The first Arsenal corner of this new season. They scored a record, I think, over 20 goals from set pieces last season. I think it was 22, I'm not quite sure, but it was at least about 20 in the Premier League alone last season. The tied best alongside Aston Villa last season. Just to see how they fare in the new season. Madueke, the corner, of course, Arsenal players at the far post. You now rush into the 6-yard box. Madueke in and pushed away by Donnarumma. Odegaard controls nicely. Madueke wide of Yomi Doku for an Arsenal throw. Oh no, yeah. But yet, actually, it will be a corner. It will be a corner. Nicely done by Ben White. Another Arsenal corner it is. Fantastic start to the champions, or for the champions. They led thanks to the goal from Riccardo Calafiori in the first 25 seconds, assisted by Maestro Skelly. Corner in by Odegaard. And it's a free kick to City. Sam Barrett blows in favour of the FA Cup champions. Kuchinov was on the floor there in between him and Gabriel. Surely Gabriel grabbed him there, and rightly so. Free kick to Manchester City. "40 minutes have passed here. Arsenal 1, City 0. Into the goal scored by Riccardo Calafiori in the first 25 seconds. Finds Nico O'Reilly.
Now literally the number one.
Gigi Donnarumma here. He'll go long to his Josko Gvardiol and finds him with ease. Foden. Nico O'Reilly. Ruben Diaz.
Back as far as he can. In that space, that means that Skelly has to come out. Guimaraes has to come out and close the ball down.
Ruben Diaz. Foden. Give us a short break. We'll be right back.
Kovacic seizing upon it and seeking to get City going. O'Reilly. Anderson popping up in those wide positions. On the right hand side of the midfield players. He's with him with the forward run. In 16 minutes. I think the Nottingham has touched the ball yet. Larry Cock. Then his problems at the World Cup, didn't he, fitness-wise? Declan Rice has been Arsenal. West Ham.
Okay, we are back. We are back now. And of course, no goal so far. It's still Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0 at the Principality Stadium between Arsenal again and Manchester City. It is 1-0 to the champions of the Premier League. The goal scorer, Ricardo Califoro, in the first minute after 25 seconds. And Rika, we cannot give you the live match. We can only give you live commentary, of course, due to copyright claims. Arsenal lead by 2-0. Kai Havertz scores. Have done it again. He's back for the new season, and he scored again. And you wonder what happened there to Jalen Donnarumma, because he should have said that Arsenal 2, the Premier League champions 2, the FA Cup champions City 0. Madueke on the right-hand side with the pass to Odegaard. The lovely ball from Odegaard at the far post, headed it by Christos Zolis, headed down to Kai Havertz. Another header. Donnarumma should do better there. Got a clean touch on it, just couldn't. Oh, he actually didn't get a clean touch. He was off his back, then off his head into the post. Arsenal lead in the traditional cousin racer. The FA Competition final. Arsenal lead by 2-0. And Zolis to an assist to his name on his Arsenal debut. Signs of things to come. Havertz scored in the 28th minute. Doku couldn't find Haaland. Gabriel. Martin Odegaard. The last 4 times these two sides have met in the curtain raiser. Arsenal have won all the games. The most recent one, of course, Arsenal won in the penalties. White. Madueke. This is White. Challenge Donnarumma here for City. Should have done better. The last goal. Arsenal lead by 2-0 thanks to the goals by Kai Havertz and Ricardo Califori. First goal, Califori assisted by Marcelo Skelly. After 25 seconds, Arsenal led. And in the last 2 minutes, Christos Zolis gets his first assist on his Arsenal debut, assisting Kai Havertz. Just many couldn't keep it in, an Arsenal throw.
He's picked up once or twice. Anderson hasn't been able to dominate midfield alongside Kovacic. So I'm worried for their spirit and the Man City supporters. New coach can lead. You want to get everybody on side fairly quickly. So everybody believes what you're doing. Whether it's the players, whether it's the supporters, whether it's the ball. And so you can't afford to get off to a bad start this season. Both able to turn and seeks to slip Haaland in.
Calafiori.
Gabriel was on the end of it though.
And Elliot Anderson was fouled by Christos Zolis, former Norwich player in the Premier League. He's back playing for the champions. He rejuvenated career at Club Brugge. Kovacic, Anderson, Semenyo against Calafiori. Semenyo finds Anderson, back to Semenyo. Give Haaland. It's all Calafiori for City. Corner. Arsenal 2, City 0 at the Principality Stadium, Cardiff, Wales. Calafiori and Havertz giving Arsenal their lead. 13th from the corner. And accurately to Vardio with the crossbar, but it's always going to be cancelled because the referee already blew his whistle. Regarding Ruben Dias been called here the two captains. The corner will be retaken by Phil Foden. City have to score here in the first half at least. Concede none to be in the game once more. Foden to the back post again, finding Oscar Valio, and Durias going to get it shut away by Ben White, only as far as Anderson. Back to Phil Foden. Foden in, and just over Gabriel. The goal kick to the Arsenal. It's a good ball there by Phil Foden, but Riley couldn't get it. So Raya will go long with this goal kick. Raya. Listen. For Semenyo. Calafiori. Closes it away to Ruben Dias. Only as far as Ruben Dias, of course. Gianluigi Donnarumma. Well, give away. No, nearly give away. Cristiano, Diaz, Anderson. Couldn't find answer to Semenyo. Raya after clear. 58% of the ball sits in the first 35 minutes compared to Arsenal's 42%. 25 passes for City with no goals for City. Kovacic to Ruben Dias. Kovacic. Doku was fouled by Ben White. Free kick to Manchester City. That would have been a brilliant turn by Yeremi Doku. Not for Ben White. Was aggressively in. Radio. Yeremi Doku directs. Haaland. Erling Haaland. His first opportunity. Well wide from the big Norwegian striker. His first chance of the new season. That's a big one for City. If anyone on the field, you want him in. 7 goals at this year's FIFA World Cup. But he didn't take it quite well that time. Well over, well wide from Erling Haaland. Top goal scorer in the past Premier League seasons. In the past 3 seasons. Maybe before. Had to give it away. City couldn't make the best use of that. It's out for an Arsenal throw. Ricardo Calafiori is a goal scorer today. Goes long with the throw. Anderson. Martin Odegaard. White releasing Noni Madueke. Chance here for Arsenal. Madueke against Radio. Radio! Couldn't get a block in. But Madueke was offside. Although his strike was saved. It's clearly offside. Madueke. The linesman just had the base to continue until the session was over. Lovely there from Madueke through the legs of Radio, but not wide. Not to the left for Mikel Arteta's side.
Really, as well as they could have done.
We're going to Guimaraes. Guimaraes. Finding Odegaard, looking for Kai Havertz. Havertz onto Christos Zolis. And Zolis. Calafiori. Actually, Sam Barrett gives the free kick to City. I think for a dive by Ricardo Calafiori. Zolis looking for Calafiori there. And it is a dive from Calafiori. Rightly so, Sam Barrett is obliged to give the yellow card. Calafiori threw himself to the ground there. Remember to Diaz. Durama. Finding Krishnov, Foden, lovely flick. Anderson onto Nico O'Reilly. Progressive play from City. O'Reilly has Doku with him. But they opt for the midfield option of Anderson. Kushinov. KGIIK says hi on the short feed. Hi 2. Arsenal 2. City 0 in the Shield final. In the FA Community Shield final. Semenyo. Goal scores for Arsenal. Kai Havertz and Calafiori. Anderson with the crossing. To the left for Doku. And Doku. Haaland is there. Saved by Raya. And Raya couldn't tap it in with a rebound. And that's the first shot on target for the new season for Haaland. Foden wins it back. Foden. Semenyo. And Doku. Oh, it's over. Brilliant defending from Arsenal. So excellent chances for City. Haaland denied. Then what a block by Ben White to deny Jeremy Doku. Because that was in. Corner to City. Anderson with the corner in and away by Kai Havertz, going as far as Abdika Kushinov. Brilliant from Kovacic and saved comfortably by David Raya. Brilliant from Kovacic there. This is Mosquera. David Raya. Mosquera. Raya. Long. And what a ball to Zolis. Brilliant control by Zolis. Finds Odegaard and Madueke. Madueke cuts inside and straight at Donnarumma. Lovely attack, counter-attack from Arsenal there. Donnarumma finds Nico O'Reilly. Keeps it in. It's Kovacic. Doku. Back to Kovacic. Welcome to More Sports. The new season has begun. Arsenal versus Manchester City in the FA Community Shield final. Live from the Principality Stadium, Cardiff, Wales. Arsenal leading by 2-0. The goal scorers, Calafiori in the first minute, Kai Havertz in the 28th minute. There is Jack Grealish warming up. He's back as a City player. Back from Everton. His 1 year loan had expired. Amoreska rates him. He's back on the bench today for City. And Odegaard. Lewis Kelly. Ben White. This is your home of the 2026/2027 Premier League campaign. And we kick off that campaign on Friday between Arsenal and Coventry on the opening night. Arsenal are in free flow here. And Calafiori just wide. Just over. That should be 3. From Madueke. White was onside, the back post. Over Zolis. Calafiori was there, but just couldn't keep it down. The third for Arsenal will surely be nights for City. And Zolis wins the ball back, although we couldn't keep it in. He's made an impression today, getting his first assist in the competitive game as an Arsenal player, assisting Kai Havertz for the second Arsenal goal. Gianluigi Donnarumma. Here, the goal kick goes long. Haaland over him. Nantoku against Christian Mosquera. Namitoku, tricky customer, but it's off Mosquera for a City corner. And they whipped the ball in well, City. Addison and Phil Foden. They've had half chances, you might say. If you're enjoying the live stream, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Again, here, Arsenal 2, City 0. Corner for Emilian Alisson. Alisson and easily caught by David Raya. Free kick to Arsenal though. As Aspe was pushed in the 18-yard box. Right now, take the free kick.
Right. Short-footed, you would say.
Foden. If find anyone there, it's Gabriel. Guimaraes. Lewis Kelly. Onto the guy looking for the through ball to Havertz, which was caught out there by, I believe it was Diaz. Who gives it away. Odegaard. Lewis Kelly. It's White. Mostly Arsenal in the first half here. On the attack here. Madueke. Odegaard. This is Kai Havertz. Out wide to Christos Zolis. Zolis to Kai Havertz. And the McKinnon's claim. And it will be cleared away just. But again, this is Guimaraes. Crash strike. It's blocked and cut away just by Kovacic. That should be 3. With halftime looming, we're back on a short break. Arsenal lead by 2-0. The goal scorers Ricardo Calafiori and Kai Havertz, assisted by Lewis Skelly and Christos Zoris, respectively. The break at the Peter Party Stadium, Cardiff, Wales. Arsenal 2, City 0. And so we are back to the second half coverage. And it is an interesting one as Arsenal lead at the break by 2-0. The 2-goal scorer was Ricardo Calafiori, scoring in the first minute, assisted by Lewis Skelly at 25 seconds. 27 minutes later, Kai Havertz doubled Arsenal's lead, thanks to the assist by Christos Zolis on his Arsenal debut. Arsenal lead by 2-0 at the break, and Jack Grealish would be substituted in for City. Interested to see who it will be for. While Arsenal, we know, remain unchanged. Let's again look at the starting lineup. Raya in goal. Actually, no one changed. You can see Declan Rice will be a substitute here. And he also will be substituted in. So, number 11 out, number 18 in. Jack Grealish comes in, I believe, for Yeremi Doku. So let's just ignore the starting lineup. But yes, to change Grealish here in, I believe, for Yeremi Doku. And I'm not quite sure who Rice is for. Rice, maybe for the midfield three. We'll see in mere minutes. Rice back from the World Cup. England finished third in that one. The break, Arsenal 2, City 0 in the FA Competition Final in the traditional English season curtain raiser. So Foden will kick things off for us in the second half. As Man City now kick from left to right. Sam Barrett's waiting for the go-ahead and kick off. Second half has begun. Arsenal 2, City 0. The second half, we go. And Declan Rice comes in for the new signing, Bruno Guimaraes. An impressive, you can say, debut. Not too many errors or mistakes. Though he had a few chances to create chances, but fortunately that could happen today. Rice in for him. Now it's a midfield of Declan Rice, Lewis Skelly, and Odegaard. As Jack Grealish comes in for Yeremi Doku. Grealish on for Yeremi Doku. Grealish is back at the club after his 1-year loan to Everton. Actually loaned out of Aston Villa, I believe. There is Yeremi Doku and Bruno Guimaraes. Who both are now back on the bench, on their respective bench. I believe Doku was out. He's out due to a right calf issue. You can see a nice pack, I believe, on it. This is Josko Vario. That's Gianluigi Donnarumma. Donnarumma. Mosquera. White. Mosquera was fouled by Kovacic. Doesn't play on. This is Ruben Diaz. Rice. Anderson. Rice. And again. Havertz. Lewis Skelly. Christos Zolis. Zolis in and Martin Odegaard. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful from the captain. Arsenal lead by 3-0 in the FA Competition Final of 2026. Christos Zolis with 2 assists at his new club. Beautiful play from Arsenal. They lead in 2 minutes or 3 minutes into the second half. A flying start for the champions. Kai Havertz on to Martin Skelly at wide to Christos Zolis, who steps inside. Past Joshua Radio and Odegaard, compose. Fake Donnarumma, fake the keeper. Make sure he sat him down. And so then at the left hand corner, Arsenal lead by 2-0. Oh no, by 3-0. What a start to the new season for the Premier League champions. 3-0 down, the FA Cup champions. As remember goes long. Mosquera. Anderson away. Mosquera. This is Phil Foden. If City get back into the game now, they have to score 2 quick fire goals in rapid time, at least before the 80th minute. The 49th minute, by taking to the 50th minute. This is Josko Valley. There's still time. Semenyo looking for Haaland. And Anderson way over. So Arsenal score once more. I didn't say scored once more in the last few minutes. Goal scorer Martin Odegaard assisted again by Christos Zolis. 2 assists for him in his competitive debut. Year and a half for Man City, but showed at the World Cup he was back to his very best. It'd be a shame. Okay, preparing to come on for City. Fast to score again is really done. Josko Radio. Kovacic, Foden. Radio. Cricket to City. As Arsenal fans now in full voice. Foden looking for Semenyo, who he does find. The referee would bring it back for a free kick. It was, I think, was retaken too quickly to the liking of the referee. The game restarts. Ruben Diaz. Josko Radio. Donnarumma. Radio. Donnarumma. O'Reilly. Foden. O'Reilly. Grealish. Radio. Kovacic. Foden in the 10. Onto the right hand side. Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo looking for Haaland. O'Reilly in control. Once on the guard, cool and calm. Back to Navidai, who clears, looking for Andueke. And as far as Radio, this is Mateo Kovacic. Pushing off. Antoine Semenyo. Kovacic, Foden, back to Kovacic. Radio. Back to Jack Grealish. Grealish. Radio. Semenyo looking for Foden. Away by Gabriel. Odegaard to Kai Havertz. Couldn't progress the ball. Free kick to Arsenal and the yellow card brandished to Josko Vadio. Advantage Arsenal. Arsenal 3, Manchester City 0. Enjoying themselves this afternoon. This evening already. So Haaland off. Omar Mamouche on. Haaland had two chances, one wide, one on target, one had to be saved by the keeper. Omar Mamouche and Margay on.
Who is, of course, a holder of the Unity Shield coming into this, having played with the Crystal Palace last year.
Rice, Gabriel, Declan Rice.
Play as the out-and-out centre forward.
Calafiori. Giving it away here.
Arsenal substitutes enjoyed this occasion 12 months ago. I've stayed since then. An enterprising run with the ball at Gay Street.
Semenyo.
Quite well there, and some personal cost.
Yeah, cuts inside here.
Semenyo.
Grealish. And Jack Grealish. Gonna get a shot off to Jack Grealish. And set by the captain, Odegaard. Foul by Ed Anderson on Martin Odegaard. Free kick to Arsenal in their territory.
We've got a bad injury to start with. Just here.
Take a short break. We'll be right back. And so we're back. Arsenal lead by 3-0 thanks to goals from Calafiori, Havertz, and Odegaard. That's 20 minutes we've seen, the action. Major action, of course, no major goals yet. Kusanov to Kovacic is Ryan Cherky. Semenyo. Diaz, Gehi. Kovacic. Lovely ball to Cherky. This is Antoine Semenyo. Oh, give it away to Martin Odegaard. This is Christos Zoris, who already has 2 assists to his name on his Arsenal debut. It's fouled by Antoine Semenyo.
For his team, he just slowed down. He knew that Semenyo was going to get back at him. Felt the contact. Went down easily. Goal maker on his debut. Back across for Kai Havertz. A very good pre-season. Fairly straight swap. Or Trossard, similar sort of play.
Rice. Incapié. Rice.
In the last few seasons.
Gabriel to Odegaard. The goal scorer. White. And now here's Bukayo Saka. New haircut here. Saka to Christos Zoris. Back to Bukayo Saka. Martin Odegaard. Brilliant. It's White and Lewis Kelly. Oh, back to Lewis Kelly. But offside. Flag is raised.
Misses it.
20 minutes left. Chances now for City to get back into this and force it to penalties. It's low.
Told me early on in the day that he was a relegated player with Norwich. Yes, I didn't want to dwell on that too much.
Marmoush.
A very young man, but I suppose it is a
Ryan Cherky.
Norwich City's recruitment department.
Kusanov.
Certainly spotted the talent.
Semenyo.
Played very well in the Champions League for the club.
Lewis is also on for City. This is Ryan Cherky.
Barcelona last season, which I was very privileged to witness.
Kovacic.
Kovacic floated in there.
And this is Zolis.
That same run again. To the inside right position. That's our Arsenal defenders.
Forced back to Gabriel. Reminding that the opening day of the Premier League season starts on Friday. And Saka nearly in. Burma away. Kovacic away. And this, of course, the opening day, the opening night, Arsenal versus Coventry next week, Friday. This is the home of Premier League football. More sports for 2027 season. 27 Premier League season. And a video will come out before Thursday, at least before on Thursday, the preview to the first match week. Bolton play his Zanaji Dodoma. The coming to shoot final, Arsenal versus Manchester City. The scoreline right now, Arsenal lead by 3-0. Thanks to the goals from Calafiori, Kai Havertz, and Martin Odegaard. Calafiori in the first 25 seconds, assisted by Martin Kelly, loaded through the ball. And they led, and that was a sign of things to come for the Gunners. 27 minutes later, Kai Havertz doubled their lead. Arsenal, assisted by Zolis, Cherky. Shot that, saved by David Raya out to Semenyo. But then 20 minutes after that, of course, not in one go, there was halftime. City were behind by 2-0. Then 3 minutes into the second half, Zolis with a fantastic ball to Odegaard, and Odegaard cool and calm, sat Donnarumma down, and a lovely finish with a 3-0 to Arsenal, the Premier League champions. So after 74 minutes, Arsenal 3, Manchester City 0, and 74 minutes, it's Gyökeres and Manchester United will come on. United, of course, a World Cup winner with Spain. This year's FIFA World Cup. Gyökeres also come on, last season's top goal scorer. Competitions, above 20 goals. Impressive for an Arsenal striker. First, had to do that in quite a while for the Gunners.
Two players, and I think that maybe trying to offload Gyökeres and Suleiman.
Rice. Free kick given against Arsenal. The problem here for Manchester Skelly as they make 2 changes here. Kai Havertz will come off, we believe. Scored the second goal. Lovely ball in for Manchester Odegaard. Headed down by Zolis. Then another header followed in by himself, Kai Havertz. Pass on Roma. Roma should have done better. He won't care. He gets his first goal of the season. Kai Havertz and Mount Lewis Kelly will come off. Victor Gyökeres and Martin Zubimendi will come on. Zubimendi, a world champion with Spain. Gay. Yes. Antoine Semenyo. Gay. Away from Odegaard. Kovacic. Semenyo. And he rolls all the way behind and through to David Raya. Gabriel, Raya, after Gabriel. Arsenal had the most clean sheets last season out of any club. Raya won the Golden Boot thanks to the amazing defense. Also, thanks to his individual brilliance. 19 clean sheets, David Raya last season. Coasting away, winning the Golden Boot. First Arsenal goalkeeper in a while, I believe, the first maybe ever the Premier League to win back-to-back Golden Gloves. So finish ahead of Gianluigi Donnarumma. I think he had 15 for City last season. This is Antoine Semenyo. Ryan Cherky. That's 50 minutes to go. Arsenal defending well, all 11 men behind the ball. Gay. Grealish. Guehi. Brilliant. This is Cherky and Antoine Semenyo looking for Rico Lewis. And Guardiola is down. So what happened here to Guardiola? Nothing really in it. Slight tug or push or barge, you can say, by Ben White. It's not enough for him to go down like that. Nothing in it. Maybe you can say it took out on the wind out of his sails, as they say. And the Arsenal fans now believe that another trophy has come. The FA Cup, Premier FA Cup in 2020, the Premier League in 2026, and the FA Community Shield now of 2026 maybe the start of a new dynasty. Guardiola tormented the Premier League for 10 years, changed the philosophy of everyone, even till now. But maybe it is the end of that era. Curtis Curtis has given the ball away. Again, Arsenal 3, Manchester City 0. As Kovacic will come off, and on comes Miguel Gonzalez in the 79th minute. If you have enjoyed the live stream so far, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. This is the home of football for the 2026-7 Premier League season. As the opening day on Friday, 21st of August, between Arsenal and Coventry will be live on More Sports. Let's all the live streams before Friday for the preview of the season. What's predictions? Bukayo Saka to Martin Odegaard. Declan Rice away from Antoine Semenyo. Out wide to Perio and Capier. And Saka just over. A new cut, new look, new dreads. Bukayo Saka could have scored, nearly did. They are free flowing.
Looks as though it's more bullet for that Arsenal. Slightly fitter as well. Sharper. Ready for the start of the season. To be the case with
Okay.
Sky Blues. 13 players.
And Lewis, Cherky, Marmoush, Ryan Cherky for City. Couture, Cherky, brilliantly. To Menu! Lovely save by David Raya. And that's what I'm talking about. Of course, Arsenal have a fantastic defense, but he too is a very good keeper. Because he was benched, he and Juan Garcia Barcelona were not chosen by Luis de la Fuente for Spain. But Unai Simon did very well too. The World Cup. Gray. Nico Gonzalez. Looking for Variol. And just to heavy the pass. Raya goes long. Rice. Zolis.
It seems that his triumphs have not come without him really fully endearing himself to the supporters of the clubs he led. Leicester, there was a lot of discontent over
Mascara. Odegaard. Zubimendi.
Chelsea world champion. What could you do?
Rice.
Chelsea players certainly enjoyed his coaching.
Saka.
Enzo Fernandez.
Putting ball out to the left.
He was maybe why
Perio and Capier.
to Man City.
Declan Rice. Gabriel. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Mascara. Odegaard. Zubimendi.
Personally, can't wait.
Martin Odegaard.
So we don't have to make lots of late changes to our notes.
Capier. Rice. Gabriel. Odegaard. Oh, careless from Odegaard, give it away. And then he committed a foul. To be Odegaard brandished to the captain, Martin Odegaard. His real first error today, Martin Odegaard. Lost possession carelessly to Jack Grealish and then foul Grealish in the process. So Odegaard will come off. The captain's armband has been passed on to Bukayo Saka. Once Odegaard will come off, Eberechi Eze will come on. And of course, Odegaard, the captain, with the third goal for Arsenal, slotted in with intentionality. Brilliant start to the season for the Gunners. Eze coming on for Martin Odegaard. Guardiola. Kushnerov. Semenyo. Kushnerov. Now Diaz. Gay. Cherky. Gonzalez. Diaz. The right hand side, and Antoine Semenyo against Ferran Capier and Solis. Semenyo's cross is blocked. Kushnerov. Diaz. Away game Gabriel. Eze can find the ball. This is Gay. The left here is Grealish. Guehi. Looking for Semenyo. Fantastic ball. Just couldn't control from Antoine Semenyo. There's 5 minutes to go now. City have to score 3 to take this to penalties, which is very unlikely. City have 57% of the ball, Arsenal 43. City have 10 shots, Arsenal have 9. XG-wise, Arsenal have 2.19. City have 0.6. And shots on target, 5-5 each. Shots at touches in the opposition box, 26-26. Big chances had 4 to Arsenal, 1 to City. You can say that big chance. You can say it was for Erling Haaland in the first half. And City fans already heading for home. Packing their things. We've seen miracles in the past in football, but this one maybe is too far-fetched. Total passes, City have 531 to Arsenal's 406. Passing accuracy, City have 89%, Arsenal have 86%. City have attacked mainly through the right, Antoine Semenyo, 39% at the time. Arsenal have attacked mainly through the right-hand side, mainly through Ronnie Madueke and Bukayo Saka, who came on in the second half. Free kick in by Ryan Cherky, cleared away by Christian Mosquera. So this is not the kind of game that he would have loved, Benjamin Maresca. And before today's game, his chances of winning the Premier League with City, I think, stood at 27%. In front of Liverpool and United, Chelsea. But discussions now on who will really challenge for the title, will challenge Arsenal for the title. At least this game has given us an indication of what is to come in the new season for Arsenal. Arsenal will be the defending champions. Questions about Liverpool and Antonio Raiola. They have good players, but the problem, Liverpool maybe squad depth. Spurs are flying though, and they will do well. Roberto De Zerbi is Kushnerov wins the ball back cleanly and finds Ryan Cherky. Ryan Cherky offloads to Oscar Vadio. Chance here maybe for City. Jack Grealish blocked by White. Grealish lost it. And goal kick to Arsenal. Another thing about the title race, Arsenal have the edge. And actually, Martin Odegaard is the man of the match. That's confirmed. Brilliant goal. Even Christian Zolis has to assist to his name today. They all played well. Gonzalez. Mario. Let's carry it away. And Grealish. Umar Marmoush. Marmoush put away by Gabriel. Again, talking about the title race again. I keep being interrupted by the state of play. But Liverpool not really. Yes, they have good players. A good starting lineup. Dominic Szoboszlai, old Virgil van Dijk. Ekitike will come back from injury. Eventually, Isak playing well. The question is, can he get back to his old Newcastle form? Chelsea with Xabi Alonso. Morgan Rogers scoring in his first game at the Bridge. His Chelsea debut in coat. Though it is non-competitive, but maybe a sign of things to come for the British record transfer fee. We're at £70 million. Breaking City's move for Anderson. Gyökeres couldn't find Saka. Tilted by Margay. And talking about Tottenham, will be played very well. I can tell you that. Under Roberto De Zerbi. And also, don't forget Michael Carrick's Manchester United finished third last season. Semenyo and Marmoush to Cherki, and Semenyo couldn't flick it past David Raya. That's exactly how City won the FA Cup. Ryan Cherki with the ball in towards Antoine Semenyo with his lovely flick past Robert Sanchez. That was the goal that won them the ticket to play in this year's FA Community Shield final. Surely now it's past 90 minutes. How many minutes are it on? If there will be any, I don't think there will be a need for it. There will be 3 other minutes. Cherki. Fanny Marmoush. Fouled by Christian Mosquera. So, my take is an extraordinary opening fixture competitively for these two sides. Arsenal winning by 3 goals today. Arsenal, the champions, the Premier League champions, off to a flying start. And the signs to come again. Join us for the opening game, the opening day, the opening night, the opening weekend. As the Premier League champions, Arsenal will kick things off. They are home to Coventry, the champions of the Championship. Frank Lampard is back in the Premier League. Former Chelsea Premier League coach, but now the new Coventry City coach or manager. Really should take the free kick. Last chance, maybe a horse to get at least something, a consolation. Grealish in and away by Gabriel. Solis it well. And Semenyo back to Kushinov, who finds his keeper, Donnarumma, who pumps it long. And only finding the feet of Gabriel. Gabriel looks for the run of Gyökeres, caught again by Donnarumma. So if you have enjoyed today's live stream of today's show, the FA Community Shield final will be won by Arsenal. Please consider liking and subscribing to the show. Of course, we'll be live on the 21st for the opening of the Premier League season. Arsenal versus Coventry. This is the home of your 2026-2027 Premier League campaign. who would be the champion. Full time to say the least. Arteta back to winning ways. The first competitive game of the new season. Arsenal winning in style. A win over two former, of course, a game between two former Pep Guardiola assistants. One of those victorious by a mile. Arteta, of course, the assistant to Guardiola before Maresca was Premier League champions, victorious by 3-0. The goal scorers, Ricardo Caliafori, Kai Havertz, and Martin Odegaard in the first minute, in the 28th minute, and in the 48th minute, respectively. The Reds got off to a flying start. But Arsenal will get their 18th Community Shield trophy to the cabinet. So, 6 years, about to become 7, under Mikel Arteta. He has won them the 2020 Emirates FA Cup, 2026 Premier League trophy, and the FA Community Shield final of 2026. A flying start, and we will be back on More Sports for the opening day of the Premier League campaign. Again, to finish here, Arsenal 3, Manchester City. No, and of course, Arsenal are your cup champions. And we'll be back for a short break. Give us 5 minutes, of course, give us until they begin the trophy presentation. This is a short review show. Of course, the first goal scored by Calafiori in the first minute, hit by a lovely through ball by Mansour Skelly, and also led out to 25 seconds. Then, Martin Odegaard with a fantastic ball in, headed down by Christos Zolis in his Arsenal debut, and this is it. The goal scored by Kai Havertz in the 28 minutes. Arsenal led by 2-0 at the break. Then in the second half, 3 minutes after the 48 minute, a fantastic through ball by Zolis to Martin Odegaard, the captain. He scored his first goal of the season, and Zolis has 2 assists to his name on his Arsenal debut. Fantastic goal. Odegaard sat down Donnarumma, and of course, they were victorious, and they ended up winning by 3-0. And of course, we saw new signings from both sides. 2 signings starting for Arsenal, Bruno Guimaraes and Christos Zolis, of course, who had 2 assists to his name. Christos Zolis is not a bad game it wasn't a bad game in terms of Bruno Guimaraes. He didn't really make too many errors, of course, no significant errors you can say, and maybe no attacking inputs. So not a bad debut, you can say. Of course, he was likely start on the opening day against Coventry. Then for City, we saw the new signing in midfield, Anderson, at least for City, record-breaking transfer. It was for a few minutes record-breaking transfer from Nottingham Forest. And of course, Bukayo Saka came on his new dreads, new style. Couldn't get a goal. He nearly had the Arsenal fourth. So Arsenal victorious by 3-0 at the Principality Stadium, Cardiff, Wales. The 7th time that this stadium in particular has hosted the competition, only behind Stamford Bridge, which is that Chelsea Stadium, has hosted the final 10 times, the new Wembley 70 times. Of course, they couldn't host this time Wembley due to the weekend's tour, which of course is taking place at the same time today. And of course, the old Wembley hosted it 27 times. Again, if you've not liked and subscribed to the channel, this is the home of the 26/27 Premier League campaign. Again, from the Principality Stadium, Cardiff, Wales. Arsenal 3, emphatically. City 0. So the officials have collected the medals presented by gold medals, of course, presented by the FA Arsenal take home the 2026 Community Shield with a huge win over Manchester City. Premier League champions make a statement ahead of the new season. And City received their silver medals. Emi Doku, Aaron Ignori, Dan Anderson, Phil Foden, Kovacic, Grealish, Nico O'Reilly, Rico Lewis, Nico Gonzalez. Disappointing from their standards, of course, Manchester City. As the trophy presentation was on soon hold. There is Blackburn is back at the club. Really has a medal, but not gold. At least it is silver. Kushner there, Rico Lewis, Rico O'Reilly, Ryan Cherky, Josko Ivadio, Margay. Against the last player. Manchester City. And of course, he was a winner with Crystal Palace last season as they beat Liverpool by penalties. And now the winners. Arsenal, yes, 18th FA Community Shield win. David Raya lays the line. In gold, of course, another gold medal for Mikel Merino, David Raya, Marcelo Mendy, all the Spanish players who were champions of this year's FIFA World Cup. Gold. Guimaraes already a medal. Was won the Carabao Cup over Manchester United, and it was a Newcastle United player. We saw there Max Darman, promising career in the making for him. See, under the age of 18, Victor Gyökeres, last year's top goal scorer. This is the goal scorer today. Ricardo Calafiori, goal scorer in 25 seconds. Christos Zolis on his Arsenal debut with two brilliant assists. Kai Havertz and Anthony Odegaard. Martin Zubimendi, of course, I mentioned him earlier. He winning the Premier League, the FIFA World Cup, and already to come to shoot. Here is Kepa Arrizabalaga, champion. Again, Kai Havertz, a goal scorer today, is gold medal. Declan Rice, another medal for him. Bukayo Saka of England, another medal for him. New head coach, as I said. And there is Mikel Arteta, the manager. And then another trophy to lift for the Gunners. As the medal is put around his neck, he will be granted and allowed to lift the silver plate, the FA Community Shield 2026. And they're going towards small. It's only a preseason game, as they said, but Arsenal give it the all after winning the Premier League trophy. Arsenal have done it again. The cannons fire once more. And your champions, Arsenal, the 18th FA Community Shield trophy. Impressive winners by 3-0. What a start to the season. And if this is the sign of things to come, what a season they're in for Arsenal. As City look on in anguish. Full time at the Principality Stadium formerly known as the Millennium Stadium, in Cardiff, Wales. Arsenal 3, Manchester City 0. The goal scorers, Ricardo Calafiori, Kai Havertz, and Martin Odegaard. Again, Arsenal 3, City 0. And what a start to the new season. Join us on the 21st of August 2026 for the Premier League opener. The opening day, the opening night, Arsenal face Coventry, the champions of the Premier League versus the champions of the Championship. Mikel Arteta versus Frank Lampard. What a game we have in store for you. And that's all for today. What a day. What a game. Full time on More Sports. Arsenal 3, City 0. And if you enjoyed the show today, please consider to like and subscribe. Of course, join us on More Sports this season for the new season, Premier League season, the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, all of that. We're live here. Again, a reminder of the opener on the 21st of August. The opening day, Arsenal face Coventry City at the Emirates Stadium. And from now until then, one more match before that, the Mod Match Day, the new show on Mod Sports will be live. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all those who've joined us. I think 1,100 people joined us today. Thank you for everything. Your how do I say your viewership, your contributions, your comments. Thank you very much. And that's that for today. Arsenal, another trophy again. They're 18th Community Shield. That's that. And that is done.